What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the EJ2 Track Rat YouTube channel. For those of you who don't already know me, my name is Dylan. I'm an amateur road racer, car builder, and educator in the grassroots motorsports space. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys and girls how to go track day driving on a budget. So this particular track day was with the Eastern Motor Racing Association at New Jersey Motorsports Park. We wanted to test some new front tires on the car, so we unboxed these brand new Toyo Proxys Rs that I got for free from getting third place in 2 races of mine, and then we marked them for the local tire shops so they knew how to mount them. So we're in Riverside right now, which is like a blue collar area, big Portuguese presence and Latino presence, which is really cool. A lot of working class people, good people. This is Bob's Tire Shop. This is where I get all my tires mounted and balanced. And as you can see, they service people whenever and wherever. But they've been around for a while. I do all my orders in cash. And all I do is I just say, you know, mount my tires and don't balance them, you know what I mean? Because it's a race car, so. But they take care of me. Next, I headed over to my buddy Alex's garage, where I would be getting some more wheels and tires for the track day. All right, y'all, so we are currently in West Philadelphia right now, and in Mount Airy specifically. We're at my boy Alex's house. So Alex right now is on vacation, but he said I could borrow his wheels and tires for this event. So these are going to be some Husky boys, different wheel size. We're going to see if the car handles better with them. And we're really concerned with whether or not they fit, because they're 17 inches and they're pretty wide. And the EG, the chassis that I run, is an older chassis with less clearance for wheels. So we're hoping that it clears, and we're going to see if it's faster or not, just run them back to back with no changes at all. Might need to add more spring, but, you know, we'll figure it out.
I'm about to send it right now, my love.
All right, y'all.
No problem. Bye.
How dare you?
I'm so sorry.
I'm here with Ian. It's my buddy. We work at Urban Youth together. Y'all are not ready for this horrible fit that you're about to see from me. And this is one of the reasons why I actually don't film myself in the garage, is because I dress like a dad mowing his lawn, but a poor dad mowing his lawn. You know what I mean? Like, and you'll see. But yeah, so Ian's gonna take the camera. We're gonna go over some setup stuff before this track day, and yeah. What we're doing right now is we're going over. First, we torqued all of the wheels, and then we set all of the tire pressures, the cold pressures, because when you roll off the trailer, the idea is you want the car to be basically ready to go, so you're not rushing around and unloading things, because we're going to be waking up at like 4 or 5 in the morning anyway. Part of that is setting the shocks. So right now I'm I'm adjusting the rebound, and then this is compression. So right now we're going to go 14 clicks from full stiff. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we're going to play with the compression adjuster, which is 20 from full stiff. I'm realizing now that I had those numbers mixed up. At least I'm pretty sure. Check out this bird. So that's bottomed out. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, crap. You could. Anyway, yeah, we're going to be repeating that for all of the shocks around the car. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. All right, y'all. So Ian has never been to the track before, right?
Never.
You've never been to the track before?
Never been on a test day or a race day. I've been there for go-karts. That's it.
Go-karts. Okay. So Ian wanted to come to the track with me. Like I said, we work at Urban Youth together. And so I said, yeah, absolutely. So he's going to be crashing tonight. We're going to find the adult beverages at some point. We started with the cigars, but it's 9:30, so we're not trying to go too crazy. But yeah, the car is all set up. Right now, I'm going to show Ian how to work a tire pyrometer, which is used to check the tire temperature so that you can understand how much camber your car has and whether it's the right amount, and then also potentially whether your tire pressures are correct. But if your tire pressures are that far off, anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling here. So Ian is holding the camera now, but I got this Longacre John recently. I had another one, but that John broke. You turn it on, right? And then this is your temperature probe. So you can see I'm 90 degrees Fahrenheit, right? 91, 91.7. You see how it slowly climbs up, right? So what happens is I bring this car off of the track with a lot of heat in the tires, so like flying into hot pits basically. I park it in front of you, and then what you do is you take this probe and you go in the middle of the outside tread block, and you take it at an angle and you poke it all the way in the rubber. And then in the middle of the middle tread block, poke it all the way in the rubber, again at an angle. And then in the middle of the inside tread block, you poke it in at an angle and you hold it. And that gives you tire temperatures that tell you whether your inside is hotter than your outside or your outside's hotter than your inside. If your outside's hotter than your inside, you usually need more camber. If your inside is way too hot, like 30, 40 degrees hotter than the outside, then you need less camber. And less camber is more positive camber. In racing, we call less camber more negative camber, so just whatever. Just want to clarify that real quick. So more camber in the racing world is more negative. Less camber in the racing world is more positive. So when we're saying more camber, we're really saying less camber. Capiche? Check out this bird. But you know what I mean if you know cars. Yeah, so we're going to show him how to use that. This is probably a weird sight for the camera, but Ian has convinced me to record how I pack my stuff. And yes, I'm not wearing a shirt. And yes, I look like a poor dad mowing his lawn in the last clip you saw. But again, that's why I don't record myself getting ready, is because I normally look like this. But anyway, I'm trying to keep it real. This is what I look like right now. We have a set of tires in my living room. Those are from my basement. They're going to be for testing tomorrow. And then we have a bunch of other stuff and a gigantic checklist of things. So on this checklist, we got stuff like racing suit, gloves, shoes, head and neck restraint, things like that. So I don't know, that's pretty much it. I'm wearing crab socks because my fiance gave them to me.
I mean, this is a moment that I feel like we have to record, right? Like, this is just legendary. We're here, and honestly, seriously though, this is a great thing to see. I feel like for people who are interested in what it actually looks like for track days, right? Getting yourself organized is important, and for an aspiring racer like myself, being under the wing of Dylan is awesome, right? And I'm able to see his processes in person. So I feel like that's important for the rest of the world to see.
And his terrible fashion sense. Naked, basically wearing crab socks.
I complimented the socks, just saying.
The socks are great. My fiance has great taste. I love her. All right, but yeah, crab socks.
Crab socks.
Crab socks.
Crab socks.
Do a burnout.
Oh yeah, don't.
Bro, this thing is quiet.
For now.
What do you mean for now?
I got gloves that don't fit on. Can't even see my knuckles.
All right, y'all, we are at the track. We got Hoss. Hoss drove us down here this morning. We got Hoss 2. And then we got Gerald over here on his car. And we got my car. So we got like 4 hours of sleep last night. And
3.5. I stayed up an extra 30 minutes.
we're like, neither of us are awake. So we're gonna unload this thing and get started with the festivities. Not me having the loudest car here. Oh. Small block chick.
That's why I laughed, because I was like, yes, this is on camera.
Watch me, nay, nay. Watch me, nay, nay. Watch me, nay, nay. Oil's in, transmission, oil, blah, blah. Everything's nut bolted. Splitters on.
All right, so this is my first time at the track. What exactly are we doing as far as the tech, going through tech is concerned?
So right now we're waiting for our cars to get inspected for technical compliance. So basically they're trying to make sure that it's safe for the track. So they're checking for loose suspension components, making sure your brake lights work, making sure that the positive terminal of your battery is covered, making sure that you don't have any fluid leaks, making sure your brake fluid is clear. Once you've been doing it for long enough, it just becomes like second nature, and you kind of know, like, all right, this guy's sketchy, this guy's not. And you know, the more stock the car is, the safer it is. So something like this, even though it has all this stuff in it, there's more stuff to overlook, like belts and things like that. So the more stock it is, the better, basically.
So stock equals higher safety.
Yeah, it means that there's less likelihood that you did something stupid and you'd like put something dumb in your car. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
as far as engineering or mechanical things go.
Right.
Gotcha.
I got it this morning. After unloading, prepping, and going through tech inspection, we finally attended the driver's meeting. In the driver's meeting, the most important thing we talk about are passing rules. So where you can let a car by in a group, whether it's advanced or beginner. This is the most important thing, but we do talk about other stuff for safety purposes. Okay, y'all, so we have the cool suit cooler filled up with ice and water. So we pulled it out of the back of the car. We got our Deutsch connector, DT connector, whatever you call it. And then when you open it up, we have ice and we have water. So that's going to circulate coolant from these ports through some hoses that go to the driver. Special suit, special shirt. So we gotta drop this in here. We gotta secure it down, and then that's gonna go all the way to the front where it's gonna plug into my shirt. We got 1 minute until the white run group goes out, which is basically like kind of like an intermediate solo group. They do passing in a couple more sections of the track, but it's point by, straights only. So I'm just gonna kind of shake the car down at this point. It's gonna be my first time using the cool suit. See if the GoPro angle works, and just see if she's in one, you know, ready to get kind of beat on today, right? So there she is, sitting pretty. Let's go. Whenever I'm doing testing, the first session is pretty much always reserved for just making sure the car doesn't fall apart so that I don't die. A lot is going on between the time the car gets off the track, gets nut and bolted, and then gets unloaded off the trailer and prepped. So you just want to make sure everything is straight. So we took the car out for its first session, and the brake pedal felt like wood. I'm gonna put the bias further forward now that I'm running a bigger tire on the front of the car. But she held together, very loose, so I added 2 clicks of rebound in the rear. But let's go see how it goes. The car was certainly still loose, so I needed to make some more changes, needless to say.
Alright, so Dylan, I see you got your notebook out. I seen you doing some things with the front tires after coming off the track. I was wondering, what exactly are you doing, and what are you trying to achieve right now?
So we just got done 3 runs today. The first run, I was just getting used to a bigger front tire on the car, and then the second run, I was trying to see if the brake bias would change how the pad feel was. I still don't like how the pads feel. They feel like a wood block on a rotor. So I took it out for a third session just to try and see what kind of a lap time I could eke out, driving it a little harder. Probably, I would say, to 8/10 of the capability of the car, and probably 8/10 the capability of the driver. And so just the regular stuff, you know, bring it in and inspect stuff, but also tire pressures, because after that third session, it greased up real bad after a hot lap. When someone says that the tire's greased up, it could mean a couple things. It could mean that the actual compound, the rubber itself, is getting too hot, or it could also mean that the pressure inside of the tire went too high, because when you add temperature to air, which has water in it, the vapor expands and it creates additional pressure, which makes the tire handled differently. Ran a high 29. So I'm gonna have to take a look at the data and compare this to my old setup for ST5. But I also want to try out an H2 set of wheels for Honda Challenge H2. And then real quick, those of you who don't know, so the car is run in the National Autosport Association's racing series. Typically, there are 2 classes that I run it in. One is called Super Touring 5, ST5, and the other one is Honda Challenge H2. So we're gonna have lunch soon. First I'm gonna go out with my student, then we're gonna have lunch, and then I'm going to try out my old tire and wheel setup, and then I'm gonna try some 17s, and we're gonna see how it does.
You hired us to be a pit crew? What the?
Yeah, why would you do that?
Hell?
Who hired who?
You hired us for free.
Who saved who? Who rescued who? Did you rescue me?
In the words of Future,
I don't get the rest of it.
me neither. That's what he did in the song. He said, Dylan, what are we doing?
We're changing wheels.
Okay.
You're gonna learn today. Long.
That was a perfect pan up. That was beautiful.
You like my eBay wheel spacers? Only the best. 3J2 track rat. Without looking at telemetry, one big change I noticed with the 17s was going over curbing. It just felt like there was more unsprung weight at each axle. It was definitely noticeable. Can we just appreciate how epic this is? Yeah. This is epic. Unassuming early 2000s Chevrolet. Why is that epic? It's epic because when normal people with normal cars come out to track days, it sets a precedent, which is that if you try and you care, you can make it out there on track. It's really cool. Freaking epic.
Don't get a Duralast or clutch, folks. This is what happens. We're good.
Famous.
You guys ready? Alright, perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. That was a great one. That was a great ad lib.
Perfect.
Let's go. Perfect.
So it's late in the day. It's like 4:30. The last session for my student is going to be at 4:50. But we out here, y'all. We out here. Everybody's leaving. It's Sunday at a racetrack, but we're out here. We're going to be testing one last setup on this car for ST5. I tried the 17-inch wheels. Wasn't a super big fan of them, but they do look really cool on the car. So shout out Alex for letting me borrow those. But yeah, the cool suit's working awesome. The charging for the aim is working awesome. Ian's dropping bars.
Oh shit. You want me to drop something?
He's dropping.
Check me out. I'm at the track. My name's Ian. I'm a Met. About to make these tires stack. Bro, check the tire pressure. I think these are flat.
Oh man, that was pretty good. Wow. DJ Rocky in the house.
I need to go on Weight Watchers. Don't get a CRX.
We're having fun out here.
Yeah, dude. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm here.
It's the end of the day. Ian and I are going to wash our hands, and the big hoss is all loaded up over there.
Ain't she pretty, y'all?
She's pretty. Big block Chevy. LS.
You had a great day, man.
Great day.
Great day.
Yeah.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers. All right, we got you.
That's called hard work and dedication,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
Great day, man.
Well, that's how you do a track day on the cheap, folks. I was able to use my credit for instructing students to avoid an entry fee. I was able to get some help as opposed to, doing all of the work myself to make things more efficient. And I was able to borrow some tires from not only my one friend Alex, but also from my buddy Tony. So big shout out to those guys for helping out the program and getting things done on the cheap. That's Grassroots Racing, y'all. Grassroots Racing at the EJ2 Track Rat YouTube channel. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider showing it to your friends. Commenting, subscribing, liking, those things are free and they all help the channel. Trying to grow this channel to 1,000 followers. I want to monetize it at some point, so if y'all could just do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. But with all that being said, we are going to do some work on this thing, and I'm going to let y'all do whatever it is you do. All right, thanks.